Have you ever wished you could do that? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you 3 simple stasis chambers that you can add to your Minecraft world that could possibly save your life. Let's get into the video. Enderpearl stasis chamber number 1 is probably one of the most simple ones. But pretty much you just have your friend or some redstone signal like a daylight sensor in the same chunk as the enderpearl, and you throw an enderpearl into this bubble column, and pretty much what this will do is you can have your friend flip this trap door to send you back home, or have this daylight sensor or a redstone clock or something have a timer so that you'll be put back here when that timer's up. So with this one, it'll send me back when it becomes nighttime. Now there are some pros and cons to the stasis chamber. The pros being that if you do have a friend who can pull the stasis chamber trapdoor at any time, you can be teleported from anywhere to anywhere. You can put this at your base or wherever you want and have pretty much no problems. However, if you don't have another player to do this for you, then you're gonna have to rely on the redstone signal, which is not the best if you're, say, adventuring in a cave and you just find diamonds and get teleported back or something like that. So Enderpearl stasis chamber number 2 kind of fixed the problem of needing to be on a timer by kind of like having a remote control on when you can activate it. So the way it works is if I put this fishing rod on the pressure plate, put it in my offhand, and put in an enderpearl, then I pretty much have a remote control thing. However, the fishing rod will break if I go too far away. But if I make sure these are on 2 different chunks, the stasis being on one chunk and the pressure plate on the other, then I go through a nether portal, and then I go through another nether portal that I build somewhere a distance away from the first one. Then I have this fishing rod, and this fishing rod is now glitched in a way where if I use it, then it will teleport me back instantly. I can even put this in chests and shulker boxes or ender chests, and it'll still work. So it's pretty nice. The pros and cons to this one are, you can use it anywhere. You can use the fishing rod as a remote and pretty much not be on a timer while you're out exploring or doing whatever. And the fishing rod works like even if you put it in a chest or an ender chest, and it's just really reliable. But the cons are that if you put it somewhere where there's a lot of players around, or you're around there a lot, it's not the best because it can be triggered accidentally. So you want to put it somewhere far away from like your base or somewhere that you're around a lot. Stasis chamber number 3 uses Frostwalker boots on an armor stand next to this source block of water and this bubble elevator. So when you throw a pearl in between them, try to get it more to the right, then when you log off, it will unload the enderpearl and unload the chunk. So that way, this block will get reloaded and the armor stand's Frostwalker boots will work again and freeze this block, and the pearl will hit the ice block and teleport you back. So if I log off and I relog, then I'll be teleported back. Pretty cool, but there are some pros and cons to this one. The pros being that it can be used anywhere in the world. You can put it inside your base if you want, and it won't be messed with by anything unless there's frequent, activity around there. Then it won't get unloaded. But the cons are that you have to reload it every single time you log off, and you'll get teleported every single time if it's loaded. So if you're really far away from your base and you want to stay on a journey, but you have to take a break or something, or go do something, then you'll be teleported back no matter what. Unless somebody, dismantles it. Going about building one of these things is really simple. All you do is you dig 6 blocks down, place soul sand, then place water at the top, and then build the whole thing with kelp, break the kelp, and then you have the elevator. Then you go ahead and place a block and a trapdoor, and you have a simple stasis chamber. If you want it to be the second stasis chamber with the fishing rod, then you need to make sure that the pressure plate is on a different chunk than the Enderpearl. So, for example, these lines over here, if you press F3 and G, you can turn on and off chunk borders. So make sure that the pressure plate is on the other side of one of these. And then you can go ahead and build another portal, it doesn't matter where, and just go through it after you put the fishing rod on the pressure plate. For the last stasis chamber, all you gotta do is dig down and create the same bubble column that we made before. Then just dig down beside it, add water at the top, add water at the top, then add an armor stand, put frostwalker boots on the armor stand, and notice that this ice won't melt if it's nighttime or in a cave, so you want to put a torch next to it. And then the ice will start melting. And there you have it. 3 stasis chambers that you can add that are pretty easy to build in your Minecraft world. Hope you guys found this video helpful. Be sure to like, comment if you have any questions, and subscribe. And take care and God bless.